Listening to the glorious House of Gainz podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank. Yeah, we actually give real round of applause here for you guys watching on Livestream. This is Robert Frank, 615, and I am at the round table of testosterone, which is actually a square because we have a leaf.
Hold on.
You're listening to the glorious House of Gainz podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank. Yes, we do real round of applause here. We don't have a soundboard. Well, we do have a soundboard, but we don't use it for the intro. Anyway, this is Robert Frank. I am at the round table of testosterone, which is actually a square because we have a leaf in the middle of the table. Today's date is October 4th, 2018. It is not hump day, but if it was hump day, and tonight I am joined by jacked man with the permanent tan, Ray Worldwide. What's up, Ray?
What's going on? Everybody in the building, let's go! So excited.
Yeah. Tell, who is that from? What's the name? Because we're going live. Okay, let me tell you guys what's going on here. We are attempting to go live on YouTube, doing a live stream and recording the podcast at the same time. So we have so many things on this table right now. We have everything like rigged. It's so unprofessional. But we did just get a super chat for $50 from Henry Bankshaft, a.k.a. Shaw. He said, thank you. I could go, right? Okay. He said, thank you for your support, Sir Robert Frank. I was at the end a while back, but because of you, I got back out and took another shot and have a full-time job and about to be engaged. Thank you so much, Sir Robert Frank. Love you, man. Thank you. So that's awesome, man.
Big shots. Congratulations.
And I do remember your avatar. So is that what it's still called, an avatar or something like that? But that was awesome. Thank you very much. $50 donation is fucking awesome.
I screenshot it just in case you want to send a message after.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so Jack Man with the permanent tan, Ray Worldwide is with us. We also have the Pody, Anthony, and we have a cool story we'll tell about Anthony in just a moment. To his, what would that be, Anthony? Your left, or is that your right?
That would be his left.
It would be his left, yeah. I've been drinking, guys. We have Joey, Bag of Donuts. What's up, Joe?
What's up? Aunt, you going to put the camera on me, jerk off? Jesus. Just for anyone coming in on the live stream right now on YouTube, just to let you know. This is our first time doing this because I'm reading someone who wrote, can't tell if you guys are more like grandparents figuring out how to work a smartphone.
Yeah.
Or a couple of monkeys fucking a football.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Did
both.
we just get this equipment? So we didn't get the podcast equipment. We've had that, obviously. We've known how to do podcasts. They do pretty well. They're always on SoundCloud. And yes, it'll be on SoundCloud. Someone else commented that. We're currently working with 4 cameras. Our producer, Anthony, is switching cameras back and forth. So expect this first podcast with the camera to be terrible because he doesn't know what he's doing. We don't know what we're doing. And
a little jumpy.
Big shouts to Ant.
Yeah, and we didn't take into consideration that we don't have like a big screen to read all the comments. So it's going to be hard to keep up with the comments. The Pody here is going to keep a hold of this phone that has the comments. But next week, we'll be able to read all the comments a lot better, and we'll be able to do this in a much more professional manner. So bear with us for 1 week.
Yeah, and guys, if you are going to send a super chat, just be patient with us. We're going to try to get to every super chat. The rule is, the way that I do my live streams, if you're going to leave a super chat, please leave a comment or a question or something like that we can answer. I'd hate to see you guys spend $1, $2, or $50 and just to donate to us. You know, give us a question, we'll answer it, and it might not be right away, but we will get to them. So, quick cool story. Well, first and foremost, let's talk about the bros who are not with us tonight. Vinny Vegas. Vinny Vegas, Vinny Bag of Chips is, he had some sanitation work to do tonight, and he was taking out the garbage, and he had another shift, not actually doing the real sanitation stuff. He was doing something else that it involved the garbage truck, but anyway. So Vinny's not with us. Yeah, and Jimmy Triceps, unfortunately, had a little bit of an emergency and was not able to be with us. So shout out to Jimmy. Hope everything is all
water related.
And yes, and it is not ocean or swimming pool or bathtub related. So shout out to Jimmy Triceps and Vinny Bag of Chips. We really don't have much of a format tonight, but I did want to bring up that last night our PODI, people are like, what does PODI stand for? PODI stands for Producer of the Year. So the PODI is on Twitter, and what's your Twitter handle? It's just your name, right? Anthony_Muldowney?
Anthony_Mold.
Anthony_Mold. The M is in Mary, ULD. He's on Twitter. And, Anthony's just getting started out with his own podcast. He's up to probably, about 15 episodes now? Is it more than that? I'm over here all over the place. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I think it's like 10, maybe.
It's like 19.
Okay,
19?
Really?
Oh,
Wow,
gee,
okay. So almost up to 20 episodes. It's a sport-related podcast, which you can find at This Week in Sports. And he's on Twitter as well, and he tweeted something yesterday about why Fernando Rodney, who I guess is on the Cubs right now, wears his hat tilted. No, not on the Cubs. Who's he with? He's with the A's. He was with the Cubs. Like I said, I'm at it.
No,
he was with the Cubs at one time.
This guy doesn't know what guy.
The Rays. He was with the Rays. The Rays.
He was with a lot of teams.
Yeah,
He just named every team in baseball.
He's a journeyman. He's the Todd Zeal of baseball. But anyway, the reason you know who he is because he tilts his hat sideways, and people think it's because he's like a gangster, or a thug, or wants to be cool. But there's actually a reason behind it. Anthony tweeted it out, and for someone who has about 70 followers on Twitter, he got like 160 something retweets, 500-600 likes, and Bill Moselli, who plays Otis Driftwood in one of my favorite series ever, The Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, is a big Cubs fan, somehow saw the tweet, and I don't know if he retweeted it, but he definitely commented on it, because he's verified, he's got the verification badge, and I was all pumped up. I fucking texted Anthony at like midnight last night, I'm like, dude, fucking Bill Moselli, that's fucking awesome. So.
And he's on the wall in that poster.
And he's on the wall in our fucking podcast studio, so that's pretty cool. I was marking out for him.
Aside from marking out, for people who may be fans of the Devil's Rejects, Rob and I actually took a trip out to PA for an early screening
For the Devil's Rejects. Yeah.
So
This came out about, I don't know, maybe a month before the actual movie came out, and I had to drive out to Philadelphia to, it was the equivalent of a Hot Topic, but it was a standalone store, but it was like a gothic, dude, they had, it was pretty scary.
and the people that were in the movie theater.
Yeah, were pretty scary too. But anyway, I had to drive earlier that day. I took off of work. I took a half a day. I got these tickets for a special screening in some weird movie theater in Philadelphia. Remember that? It was crazy. Did not even look like a movie theater. But anyway, I was like, listen, the guy just gave me the tickets for free, and I grabbed like 6 of them. I was like, dude, I got to give you something. And he was like, no, you're fine. Just take them. I was like, all right, well, then I'm going to buy something. The most PG thing I could find in the store to buy was a Marilyn Manson t-shirt, and he's sitting on the toilet and he's naked, sitting on the toilet with his fucking, those boobs that he had in the Dope Show video.
He was peeing sitting down.
He was peeing sitting down, like Vinny Vegas does when he's in
Dude,
the
I got about 5 or 6 DMs of dudes who listened to the podcast last week, and they said, you know what? I've tried peeing sitting down, and I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And another guy sent us a group chat and was like, I peed sitting down, and I don't hate it. So apparently dudes, peeing sitting down is going to start trending.
Yeah, who wants to stand up? No, thank you.
Hashtag no splash.
Yeah, you know what I'm noticing from this camera on me?
Yeah.
I got a really fat head, and my neck is disgusting. No wonder I'm friggin' fat.
Did you already do this, Greg?
I did the shot already, and now it's time for another.
Here's a question for you, Pody. Can people who are listening on the live stream, can they hear Ray, for example, when the camera's on me? They can. They can hear all of the audio.
I would hope so, or
Well,
else
we
this
hope
would
so.
be a shitty
Check the
show.
comments to see if people are able to hear all 3 people. Tonight we only have 3 people. Vinny and Jimmy are out for tonight. So
We offered the Pody to grab a headset, but he's got so much to do right now, paying attention to these cameras and flipping them around to who's talking and paying attention to super chats and all that stuff. So anyway,
about 8 kratom's in and about 3 drinks. Is it hot in here, or is it just?
Did you read? Chris Bell posted something about that. Apparently, it's getting rated as like a drug.
It's like
Is that why I'm
opium or
sweating?
something.
Yeah, apparently it is not. Why does it sound like we just got hit with a hurricane upstairs?
Because Marissa's walking around upstairs.
Oh,
That's
hi-oh.
like, okay, here's the thing. I've always lived on the bottom floor of my whole life. I've never lived on the top floor. I've always had neighbors upstairs from me. I'm just so used to footsteps and people walking around. Anytime that I have friends or guests or anybody over, they hear the littlest tiptoe
They
upstairs.
freak
They're
out.
like, what is that? What is that? I'm like, dude, it's my fucking upstairs neighbor. But anyway.
Can we get into that a little deeper?
You
You remember years ago I stayed at your house,
Yeah,
and I want to say you were living in North Brunswick,
yeah.
and we were sleeping in a way that I was on the floor, and the way that your room was set up back in the day,
Yeah.
it was as a grassy field.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, at about 3 o'clock in the morning, there was headlights
Oh yeah.
shining in through your window.
Yeah, the cops came.
No, cops.
I think they were like
Ghosts.
detectives or something.
Yeah. Or
Oh yeah. You're talking about the ghosts.
The
yeah.
ghosts, yeah, because I looked out and there was nothing, bruh. So this dude seems to have a connection with
The paranormal. Yeah. I definitely have a ghost.
If you
attached
looked
to me.
out
They
his
follow
window
me
where he
everywhere.
used to stay, there's nothing but a big grass field. But yet in the middle of the night, if you look through the sliding glass door through the blinds, there was headlights that were shining in through.
I would
the
hear every
door.
single night at the same time. I would hear a car pull up. Like it sounded like it came right to my sliding glass
I
window,
thought you was bullshitting.
and a car door would open, a car door would slam, and I would hear high heels walking up to my to the window, to the sliding glass door.
Yeah.
Because we lived in a one-bedroom apartment with a den, and the den was actually my bedroom. We closed off from the living room entrance, we closed it off with a bookshelf, and so yeah, my bedroom essentially had a sliding glass door. So anyways, yeah, I have a very special connection with the paranormal and ghosts, and
Freaky.
I've lived in haunted houses, and it's pretty cool. I really don't talk about it much, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it scared the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, no, it scared the shit out of me too. I'm glad that I'm bigger now. You know, ghosts don't want to fuck with a 212-pound motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But let's get a couple things out of the way. Number one, for all of you who go to Steel Supplements, love Steel Supplements, buy Steel Supplements, we have so many new products out, and I have a new promo code. So if you're trying to use the old promo code and it's not working, and I'm getting DMs, yo, what the fuck? You gotta watch my stories, guys. The new discount code is RF10. That's short for Robert Frank 10. That's the new code, RF10, on SteelSups615.com.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Why don't we, before we get into the actual podcast, read some of these comments real quick? What do you think?
All right, go ahead. I mean, you have the comments in front of you.
I did well for now until we get this on a more professional level. I'm thinking maybe a big tablet or something so everyone could see. But anyway, let me read one of them here. One of them, and the reason I want to read this is because it's something you probably would have discussed anyway.
Yeah.
And it is from CrossWhite276. Has leg day going, bro. So
Ooh.
why don't you update the people? I know people have been watching YouTube to see some of these, but what is it really like?
Oh, well, today was leg day number 3. Vinny and myself, we have remained true to this leg day thing. We're 3 days in. We are doing legs. It worked out for 52 days. So 6 months,
Yeah, twice
doing legs twice a week, 52. Me and Vinny are now under 50 because we hit leg day, counting backwards. We have 49 to go now, or 48 to go now. No, 49 to go now. I'm sorry.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So it's going okay. We actually just mimicked the first leg day that we did. What was it? Last Tuesday, I think. And I'll keep it real brief. We did leg extension and warm up. We did hack squat, inverted, or I forget what you call it, but it's where you're laying on your back and you're pushing straight up. You're not doing like the 45-degree angle leg press. Then we did the regular leg press. Then we did some more leg extensions. We did not do any curls or lunges or anything like that. And then we did some calves today. So It's going.
Calves?
Yeah, dude, that's the biggest fucking waste of time in the world. Because here's the thing. People either have calves or they don't have calves. It's not like someone that has absolutely no like calf insertion or muscle. It's all the way that your muscles are fucking like you're born. Whether or not you can have and build dominant calves or not, which is why all these motherfuckers go out and get calf implants. Buff Bagwell is a perfect example.
Well, look at Tristan, the kid from that represents Steel, Tristan Lee, that we met at the show.
He doesn't represent Steel, does he? He's not with Steel.
The little...
Nah, he ain't with Steel.
He ain't with Steel.
No?
No. I know who you're talking about. The little 15-year-old, the little jack kid.
He's like 17.
No,
he's 15.
Well, his IG... Anyway, the kid has calves. He has bigger calves than me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not working out with you guys training legs, but I've done them.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked you how your knee was doing, because my motorcycle knee is a rat.
Yeah.
But I am training legs, and man, this shit sucks, man.
Yeah. I'm not a fan, but like I said, guys, I'm doing it for 6 months. Once the 6 months is up, it's done. Actually, someone asked me in the gym today, bro, what if you end up liking leg day? What if you end up like, you see all these crazy results? Because it's a muscle that I never trained before, so it's going to catch up to the upper body, hopefully, eventually, right? Yeah. By the way, that is a GIF on the iPhone. If you go to the bros, this is sidebar. If you have an iPhone, and you know when you're sending someone a text message, there's that bar where you could send a GIF. What is it? .gif file, GIF file, whatever you call it. If you type in Robert space Frank, so Robert Frank, the first thing that pops up is a GIF of me laughing in my car.
Is that a simple fact?
Ha ha ha! It's the truth. Try it out for yourself one of these days. But yeah,
It's gonna be my text tone for you.
someone said leg day. What if you end up liking it? That ain't happening. I ain't gonna like it.
Fucking sucks. I don't know why you guys rave over it.
Yeah.
I've done it. This is my 4th session, and
And I'll tell you what, and not to harp on leg day or talk about leg day too much, but the only thing that I feel in my legs is leg extension. I don't feel it in my legs when I'm doing the leg press. I feel everything in my back, or I feel it like in my kneecaps, which I know is your legs, but I'm not feeling it like in the quads or hamstrings or wherever I'm supposed to be feeling it.
and I'm always waiting for the ladies to be done with anything that has to be done with legs.
Why? So you can sniff the fucking
But
pad or something?
that's
Is that
all
what you're
that
trying to
use
do?
the leg machines at my gym are the ladies.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, what's the next question?
All right. Someone, Austin McGill, said, Joey, where's your bag of donuts? It's funny you say that.
They're under his chin.
Yeah, really. I went to Dunkin' Donuts yesterday. And
How appropriate.
yeah, exactly. I went there and I had a gift card for my birthday last week. Someone got it for me, my sister. And I went in, and I went to the drive-thru, and they have a special right now. It's 2 egg and cheese and bacon for $5. So I said, let me get 2 of those.
You fat bastard.
Then I get my large iced tea covered in sugar. Got to do that. And then I said, let me get a donut, a chocolate frosted with sprinkles. What happened? She hands me the bag. I peek in the bag. There's 6 donuts in there. Dude, I hit the gas and took off. I'm like, they gave me the wrong bag.
So
See ya.
So you got gypped out of 2
No.
cheeses.
I got my 2 egg and cheese
Plus 6
plus
donuts.
6 donuts. I only
She
paid
must
for
have known that you
one.
were Joey Bags.
Maybe, but guess what? I ate 5 of those donuts. As soon as I got home, I threw out the 6th one because I was
Jamie,
like,
you
you're
listening
gonna...
to this? Jamie, you listening?
Because you were
I knew-
disgusted.
When did you add that? That is
Guys,
messed
Sister Neil,
up.
you listening to this?
That is, yeah, so
You were a rat.
clearly, where the bag of donuts
Done.
is, I ate 5 of them and threw the 6th one out just because I didn't want to say I ate 6 donuts in a sitting.
Done.
Wowzers.
Then someone else commented, Skylar Evan Silberman. Chris Brown follows Robert Frank. That's fucking dope. Anything you want to say about that, Rob?
Chris Brown.
Robert Frank is actually Chris Brown.
Yeah. Okay. Chris Brown is a big fan. There's a possible collab coming up, with my rapping skills, and people say that I have better lyrics than most rappers these days. He's looking to maybe do a little something with Robert Frank, so be on the lookout for that.
No, he's not.
Little Dicky, step aside.
Chris Brown doesn't know this is happening yet, but maybe you put it out there to the universe. You never know what can happen. But yes, he does follow me on Instagram. I did meet him at Dan Bilzerian's house. He did basically jump up out of his seat and run across the room to say hello to me, which was really fucking cool. He did like a dance move as he was like running over. But yeah, that was actually pretty cool. So yes, Chris Brown follows me on Instagram. I gave him a follow back. You know, I had to do that. But anyway.
You gave Chris Brown a sympathy follow?
Yeah, I blocked The Rock.
Oh yeah, let's talk about. Never.
Yeah, I blocked him. He can't see that shit anymore.
You're
He's gonna have to rely on World Star non-gag and shit like that.
Who blocks The Rock when The Rock follows you and for whatever reason?
Yeah, and then unfollowed.
So, ladies and gentlemen out there, The Rock was following Rob. Something happened, who knows, and The Rock unfollowed him. But why would you block him?
Because I was in a bad mood one day and I was like, fuck this dude.
Rock, I love you.
Yeah. So
Here's-
put that in your pipe and smoke it, Rock.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm drunk. Go ahead.
How many Jack Daniels did you have?
A few.
Quite a few.
You should get that on the camera.
And Kratos.
This guy's gotta switch to his camera.
Tune in.
This guy.
This is a baby shot. I'm like sipping this shot, but I do have.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys could see. I have a full drink, which I'm actually just gonna dump it in there.
Do it up. So, cheers. Can I get a toast? Cheers.
Someone.
Hey, you see this?
I don't know that I.
Don't be drinking out of the bottle.
Yeah, what are you
the
drinking out of the
fucking
bottle
thing?
for?
What are you
There's
doing?
other people that drink out
Because
of
I'm a
that.
savage and nobody else is drinking this shit but
Damn
me.
it.
So there's someone else. Garfield the cat or Gar something the cat. I've never lifted or got laid. What does it feel like? By the way, I'm a female. I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
I've never gotten laid or lifted as a female.
There are females out there that just don't. I don't know. Maybe they don't have the confidence or I don't know.
All right, let me finish this up.
But as a female,
if you have not gotten laid, DM any one of the bros and we'll tell you why you haven't. No. We'll tell
I
you
thought you
why
were gonna say
haven't
we'll
gotten-
tell. Okay.
We'll tell you why you haven't gotten laid.
All right. Someone said Krispy Kreme is better. You're right. I've had that too, but I go whatever's near.
Donuts all day.
Someone said don't ever talk about yourself being motivated to lose weight ever again. You're right. I
You're
probably
right.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
Joe, kill yourself.
Damn, that's extreme.
Yeah, really. And then someone just commented, "Where is Jimmy Triceps?"
Jimmy Triceps had a little bit of an emergency that he had to attend to tonight. So
He was on tampon duty.
Last night, no, he actually had like a real thing going on. Yeah, Jimmy Ray does not know what happened. I will fill him in later. So he's just being.
Big up, Jim.
He's being
It's
kratom
the
Ray Vegas. But anyways, let's read one more real quick.
Last one is Dr. Dad. I fucking love this podcast. Been keeping up every week. Keep up the good times.
Thank you. That's
job,
a very
Dr.
nice
Dad.
comment. Very, very nice. So let's see. I got the promo code out of the way for Steel because I know a lot of people have been asking about that. There was something else that I wanted to talk about too. Oh, yes, there is a new Gainz the Clown video that is on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook right now. I'm obsessed with this Twitter thing right now. Like, Twitter is like my favorite thing in the world right now. Last week I did a Twitter giveaway for anyone who retweeted my tweet about, I think it was the one about fuck being old and take all the fucking drugs and do all the steroids and fucking alcohol and everything you want while you're young and die Jack Tan Juicy as fuck. I said whoever retweets that video, oh no, maybe it wasn't that. It was one of the things that I
Being
did.
old, see, that's old shit you want right now. You don't even.
Yeah, I don't even remember. It's being old. I probably have dementia or something. But,
Or you're drunk. That's
or I'm
probably.
drunk. But
probably what it
anyways,
is.
I asked people, I said, listen, if you retweet this, then you have a chance to win. Because on Twitter, you could just click on your retweet. You can see everyone who retweeted it. And I just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. I went up 5 times. I went down 5 times. I went up 3 times, down 4 times. And I picked somebody, and it was someone, I believe his name is Tyler. And he won. I sent him out a bunch of free shit. I DM'd him on Twitter and I said, hey, listen, bro, fucking, what's your address? What size shirt do you wear? So, what? What does that mean?
No. Carry on.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
That was not for you.
Oh. So anyway,
This is leading to be one of the most unorganized podcasts we've done. but
Okay.
that's
Well,
okay.
let me finish my thought. So I told him, I said, listen, dude, I said, what's your size and what's your address? He gave it to me. I sent him out a care package. Basically what I'm getting at, the Gainz the Clown video that I just posted on Twitter about an hour ago if you retweet that video, you are in a contest to win some free shit. I'll probably pick somebody tomorrow. Friday seems like a pretty good day to pick a winner. So probably tomorrow night, I will pick a random retweeter. And you don't have to retweet with a comment. It could just be a regular retweet. I can see them all. I love the ones that have a comment attached with it. And it's always like, they either love me or hate me. Like, oh, I love this fucking guy. Or they're like, I hope this guy dies. But they retweet my shit. So thank you for the retweet.
Rob, do you have any Gainz merch going out for the holiday?
That is something that I was going to bring up just now. Gainz the Clown 2018 t-shirts are being delivered here on October 8th.
Word.
I am probably going to run a pre-sale sometime within the next day or two. And we only have a limited supply of Gainz the Clown 2018 shirts. I will post a graphic on Instagram story probably tomorrow or Saturday. And yes, get your Gainz merch at robertfrank615.com.
For those of you who do not know, Gainz the Clown is a character that Rob does that when we go out to parties or Halloween festivities, they give him a really hard time about getting in because they cannot they can't see your eyes, right?
You can't see my face.
They can't see your
face.
face.
See anything.
So when we go to certain places like Atlantic City and or any place where
any bar or club that's having a Halloween party,
they give them a hard time.
It's almost impossible to get in because my face is covered like in a prosthetic. Like I actually make it myself with latex and just a lot goes into it. But if you're trying to get into a club and if you have your ID and they'll be like, okay, let me see your ID to make sure you're 21, and you show it to them, they're like, okay, like I don't know this is you because you can't see my face. So I've actually boycotted Halloween for the past couple of years.
I showed the picture that you sent to me of Gainz to a couple of people, and they immediately looked at the phone and they turned their head because you look like you eat ass.
People
like
are scared.
ass.
People are scared of clowns for some reason.
But you're like a buff ass eating clown, and nobody wants to deal with it.
An ass eating clown.
Yeah, Gainz looks like he just eats like on some Jeffrey Dahmer.
Is it because my lips are black or something? No, my lips are black from makeup.
Is this like a racist joke?
No, dude. My lips are black. If I said that they were brown, I don't know. Whatever.
I'm seeing I'm seeing some messages on here that say it sounds like only my mic is working. So just for those of you who are commenting that on there, once we upload the stream of the live stream, we're gonna rewatch it and see what kind of issues we're having. So just bear with us. This is literally the first time we're live streaming, in addition to using 4 cameras that were alternating back and forth with a program. So it's possible there might be some audio issues, but the podcast that's going to be uploaded tonight, probably about 11 p.m. Eastern, on SoundCloud, iTunes, you'll be able to hear the whole podcast clearly through there, hopefully. I mean, normally there's no issues with the sound on there, but again, this is the first time we're merging both, so we'll see how it comes out, but I am seeing your comments on here. Rob, you want to go ahead and talk about your weekend because it was lovely.
Shit. I don't even know what the fuck I did this week.
I recall vomit being involved.
Oh,
I didn't vomit.
Well, I know that, but that means it was a good time.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, on Saturday night, we went to a local establishment that's down the road from me for Joey Bag of Donuts' 35th birthday. And Joey wanted to keep it local. He wanted to keep it, within driving distance. Didn't want to go 2 hours away to Atlantic City or drive an hour and 15 minutes up to the city or anything like that. So we actually kept it local. And yeah, from probably 9 p.m. to about 1:30ish, we were just pounding drinks. There was a fellow sanitation worker.
Big shouts to this fellow sanitation
worker who is not Vinny Vegas. And he is also a big listener of the podcast. I'm not going to say...
You better stop disrespecting me.
I'm sorry. Okay. Vinny Bag of Chips. I will not say his name because I don't want to blow up his spot or anything, but he was also at this establishment. And he must have bought me 10 shots of Jack Daniels.
You and me both.
Yeah. And when I told him, I was like, bro, I am good. I'm good. I don't want to. He kept
scared?
saying to me,
You scared? If
if
you're
you're
scared, just let me know if you're scared.
Just let me know if you're scared. Say you're scared. If you're scared, say you're scared. So I'm like, fuck you. I ain't scared. Give it to me. So boom, more Jack. So anyway, Marissa somehow, some way was keeping up with me the whole night. And when we got home,
Oh, she was throwing them back?
bruh, she was fucking wasted. And Joey Bag of Donuts had a bright idea of, at the end of the night, after our bellies are full of Jack Daniels and just garbage, he said, hey, I'm really in the mood for White Castle.
Of course, Joey said, let's go to White
Dude,
Castle.
he's lying. I never said that because I knew what it was going to do the next day. And
So, Joe, why is everybody at White Castle on the stories at the end of the night?
because I went.
I think Joey actually posted that as a main pager, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good post.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't argue it, but it wasn't my idea. I believe it was one of the ladies' ideas. You know how women get; they get drunk and they want like that crap food.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem with that. The next day, I was at a commission because
He was sitting down on the toilet, but wasn't peeing.
I literally couldn't leave the bathroom the whole entire day. I couldn't go out. I literally would try showering, back, right on the bowl. Like,
Let me ask you guys something. Is White Castle like a nationwide thing, or is that just like a New Jersey
I think
type thing?
it's not just Jersey.
Yeah.
It's not just Jersey.
Okay. Because, actually I know that they're in New York too, because I've been to a White Castle in
No,
New
they're
York.
all over. You're not really supposed to do it. It's
Oh.
one of those things that like, it's a
It
guilty
tastes
pleasure.
so
It's a
damn
guilty
good when
pleasure.
it's going
Yeah,
down, but
yeah, it's
damn.
going down, but you know you're gonna pay for it the next day. So, quick story.
Yeah.
I had White Castle the night Mario Nemesis,
Yeah.
the night before a track meet.
Oh, wow. I
I
think
got
I
like
know
a
where this is
24
going.
sack of hamburgers at like 11 o'clock at night, and we had a state track meet. So Mario and I are both ranked runners and jumpers in the state, and we have White Castle.
Oh, God.
So I'm gonna just fast forward. I ran the best time of my life.
Probably because you had to shit.
Bruh, yes. I ran the best time of my life in the 400 hurdles because I had to go to the bathroom. I crossed the finish line and ran straight to the back.
Damn.
Yo, no medal ceremony, no congratulations. I placed first and I ran straight to the bathroom, dude.
Well, at least you placed first in something, because you came in dead last at the Vegas competition.
burn.
But sorry about that.
Hey, apparently White Castles do exist all over
Yo.
the place.
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna let that slide.
Someone named Joe Sanders said,
Okay.
"There's a face looking through the window behind you." I legitimately turned around because
Yo.
there's a window behind me, and I was like, "Is there actually someone look?" He got me though. I don't see anybody, but scared the shit out of me real quick.
Big shout out to Toast's White Bread.
We're also doing split screens now. We're testing some things here to see how it looks on camera with 2 screens up at once. Someone had said, I lost a comment, but they said it looked good.
Let me actually tell you something else real quick before I get into the rest of the White Castle story. I was sitting down here last night after I recorded the video, the Gainz video. I took like a 3-hour shower to try to get all the paint off my face and latex and everything. It's a pain in the ass doing that. So when you guys see that video, just appreciate the time and effort that went into not only applying the makeup, but taking it off is even worse. And when latex gets in your beard, it is not fun. Anyways, I'm down here in the podcast studio, just fucking around with the video, and all of a sudden I hear like old music playing. Like, and I have, my computer's not on. No, it was not Sad Booze music. My computer wasn't on, nothing was on except for my phone, and I got freaked the fuck out. I turned my phone off, I ran upstairs. I think I left the fucking podcast studio light on last night because I didn't want to be in the dark. But yeah, I got pretty freaked out. But anyway, Saturday night, White Castle, we got home. I wake up, Marissa's like, I need to take a shower. I already know what that means when Marissa says she needs to take a shower and she's drunk. No, that means that she's gonna get sick.
Done dada.
She's done. So I fall asleep. As soon as I hear the water running, I'm already knocked the fuck out, right? Wake up in the middle of the night to go piss. I turn on the light, and I look in the tub, and there's vomit everywhere. It's like, it's on the walls, it's on the tub, it's all over the place. And I just shake my head, and I piss, standing up, by the way.
You didn't do the Slater, the AC Slater?
No, I didn't do the AC Slater, no. I pissed, I turned the light off, I went back to bed. When we both woke up in the morning, I'm like, you need to do something about the fucking tub. She's like, I know, I got sick. I'm like, yeah, no shit. And she blames White Castle. It had nothing to do with like the 400 drinks she had.
Yeah, no.
It's always the White Castle.
Everyone was pretty drunk. I'm glad because it was my birthday, and I'm glad everyone had a good time. We stayed out late. We did the food thing. We did the drinking.
Your sanitation worker friend got me litty.
Oh, I know. There was a lot of drinks going around. So I'm glad.
I told him to pause, and he was like, "Are you scared?" And he's scared to say it. And I'm like, "Come on, dude. Like,
why
I'm not a sanitation worker.
That,
like,
bro?
I need to." I slept in my car.
Oh, really?
It's like, what was that that sitcom way back in the day? I know I'm gonna date myself here, but Full House with Uncle Jesse. He never would like back down from a dare. It could be anything, and they'll be like, "I dare you." He'd be like, "Motherfucker." So anytime he said, "What's it called? If you're scared, say you're scared." I had to do it. What else is there?
I want to Kratom and Jack.
Ray Franco 1. I just found out y'all are live. The squad got to announce the live at least 24 in advance so we can all know to adjust our schedule. Just so you know, I'm guessing your name is Ray. We didn't warn people in advance because we don't know how this was going to go. It's our first time testing.
We didn't even know if it was going to work.
Yeah, we had no. We're still learning as we're doing this because we just realized once we press start, we don't have a way to read the comments like where we all can see them. We don't know how the audio is going to come through on this, so trial run. We don't want to bring in too many people. We appreciate those of you who are watching it, obviously, but it was a test run, basically.
And another thing, too, that I want to mention is I struck out at Best Buy today. I was trying to buy tripods for all of our phones, because we're using our cell phones here to do this. It's a program that the Pody found, and it's actually pretty cool. But I tried to find the tripods just so they're all the same length, that we have all this, so we're like, we have consistency through the cameras, which is why Joey's is facing this way, mine's this way, Ray's is weird, but anyways.
Big shouts to Rob because I bought him like a $300 stabilizer that he's never used.
Yeah, but that would do nothing for this.
Fuck you.
That's for recording videos.
Still sitting in the case. I got you.
It is sitting in the case.
Jean-Philippe Leblanc Paré, I'm guessing he's from France.
That's French as fuck.
And he says, Robert, looking like a snack tonight.
Oh, shit. Go get it, boy. Looking like a Scooby.
I'm like embarrassed.
Just say thank you.
So what number would Rob be on the menu?
Be number 1.
Super size.
Well, how many things are on the menu? Let's just say what? 15.
What's the menu?
15 things. 15 things on the menu. I'd be number 1. You'd be number 15.
Hey, Comerica Muscle on here.
Oh,
American Muscle, big shout.
It's coming out great. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you. Can you guys hear my microphone as I'm talking? I just want to know. And I know we're on like a 30-second delay, so we'll expect the comments coming in about 30 seconds. But how is my audio? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear Ray?
Coming into the mic right now.
There's also someone named Serpent said, "This is cool. Just lower the fan for next time. It's loud." There is no fan in here.
It's the toilet.
Is it? It's when the water runs.
Whoa! That's fucking Marissa.
Jeez, we're gonna have to talk to her. She can't be here when we're recording.
She just gotta not.
Just stay outside for an hour plus.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Nice. I like that. It's like
I'm getting ready for a rap video. Yo, if you, ladies and gentlemen, didn't know, we're gonna do a rap video.
It's gonna be. It's
the air conditioning.
If you guys want to see a rap video, let us know. Please DM us. We will film a rap video.
Well, it's happening.
That's already
whether
happening.
You DM us or not.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's happening, but you guys aren't pressing the envelope like I want to.
Yeah. Well,
rap videos.
We'll see if we can get that done before 2018.
Tiger, can somebody get this message to Tiger?
I don't know about Tyga because
I like Tyga. Yo, can we get Tyga in the video as a feature?
I was under the same roof as Tyga, but I never got to meet him. But I did meet Chris Brown. Speaking of someone else that I was under the same roof under 3 different times and never had the balls to fucking come up to me and talk some shit in real life. Do we even go there, Joey? Or
No,
okay.
not at all.
All right, Jimmy Triceps
Can we
already
write
told
it
me
down?
don't even. No,
right,
because we can't. Jimmy.
From where?
Jimmy said no. Ray Vegas said no.
No, I didn't say shit. From where?
No.
From where?
No,
We'll
no,
talk
don't
about it
even,
off the air.
don't
We'll talk
even,
about it off
yeah,
the air.
we don't acknowledge it because
Yeah, we don't acknowledge it. But just so you guys know out there, if there's anything that you may have seen on social media today, just know.
I'm gonna talk about it.
No, don't talk about it.
no, don't, and I'll explain why. Because
Just know that there was a certain person that has been under the same roof as me since a certain video has been made and never had the balls to even come within 5 fucking feet of me in real life because he knows if he did, I would beat the fuck out of him.
Ooh,
But
God.
go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
that's
Hostile.
not what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Listen, here's
We ain't fucking Brad Castleberry where I'm gonna fucking pick you up and run around with you. I'm gonna fucking punch you in the fucking mouth. You fucking
All right,
bitch.
legend. Forget my. Yeah.
you can't give this guy
Totally.
liquor. Can't give this guy liquor. He drinks regularly though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
what
drink
we can do about
regularly,
it.
and I like, dude. What if you like talk all this shit? Where were you at the fucking Olympia? Why didn't you fucking come to my booth and,
Yo, cut his
and
mic,
fucking?
cut his mic.
Don't fucking cut my mic. Three different times he had a perfect opportunity to come either say what's up or anything. And he
Now I
didn't
know
say
what's
shit.
going on, but yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
Just-
yeah, we good.
Can I be
Go
the,
ahead,
the
Joe.
person of
Go
reason
ahead.
here?
Shit.
It's a motto. It's not
It's
just
not
for
real.
someone who's talking shit online or whatever. In life, okay?
I'm going to give him the first 3 punches, and after I laugh at his
This
little
guy.
bitch ass.
Listen, the people like that in your life that are just trying to bully you, whether they're doing it for comedic purposes or just being an asshole, you ignore those people. You just don't give a shit unless it gets to the point where if he approached you in person and started running his mouth, then you get permission by me to do whatever it is you want to do. That you gotta handle it that way.
No,
But on
there's
the
just
internet,
one thing, dude.
Joe,
I
it would never
love
come
that
down to
people
the
make
mouth.
videos about me.
But it would never come down to the face-to-face mouth. Ever.
No.
It would never come to that.
No.
Because I challenge you.
Because there were plenty of opportunities and it never happened. I remember
Nothing out here but space and opportunity.
not this Vegas trip, last year in Vegas. I think they were trying to do something, but Vin and AJ fucking shot these dudes a look and they fucking ran. Cause they listen, none of us here are tough guys. None of us here like to fight. Well,
What?
I'll speak for myself.
What?
None of us here like to
Ray
fight or
Davis
get into
is
confrontations
savage.
or anything like that, unless you need to. But Jersey people are different than everyone else. It's not like haha, we just laugh it off. Tri-state area, man, we'll fuck you up, bro.
It's all funny. Listen, you can say what you want over the airs, keyboard, whatever, but face to face, don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect my boys. Don't disrespect my crew. Over the internet, you can say whatever you want, but face to face, be a gentleman. If not, there's a problem. And that's
yeah,
how
because a
things
lot
are.
of people do things on the internet for views, which is fine. So you want to do all that. But
We
if
all do.
Because we've had some folks who have exposed themselves as being keyboard gangsters, and then the person is like, "Oh, how you guys doing?"
well,
Oh,
there's
we're the
one
biggest fucking fan."
there was one person when we went out to Ohio, and then it turns out real good guy. Him and
guy,
Rob
yeah.
get along together
Keyboard
now.
gangster.
Yeah, but again, I don't know if it was that or he just wanted some views. But either way, him and Rob are cool now.
Yeah, exactly,
Someone commented, "Is it Joey Swole?" No, it's not. But Rob, didn't you meet Joey Swole in person a couple weeks ago?
I met Joey Swole at Dan's house 3 weeks ago, and let me tell you something. I know I said it 2 podcasts ago. I think when I was telling my story, he couldn't have made me feel like any more of a big deal than he did, because not only did Chris Brown jump out of his seat to run over and say that he loved my videos, Joey Swole ran across the fucking room and picked me up like a child. For those of you who don't know, Joey Swole's a big motherfucker, man. He might not be tall. He's I don't know, maybe 5'8", 5'9", but dude is jacked out of his fucking
He's
mind.
wide.
Yes, and he fucking picked me up like a little kid, and held me. and just
Did he burp you?
He didn't burp me. But anyway, yeah, and me and him had problems back in the day. All because it was me starting shit, because I thought the way to get views and be relevant is to troll people and make fun of people.
Keyboard wars.
It was the keyboard wars, yeah, and that's what it is. But here's the thing, I'll talk shit about people in my video, but people in general. I don't specifically point out a certain person and make fun of them.
You generalize.
I generalize, like you little beta bitch boys. I'm not saying anyone by name, but I'm just saying beta bitch boys, because they're little beta bitch boys, whatever. But anyway, I learned after pretty much the first Rage video, and it did so well, and it was just more motivating than anything else, even though I didn't expect it to do that, and I didn't plan on it doing that. I knew that the way of the troll was because dude, what are you, especially now with the fucking bullying shit, Instagram and all these social media platforms, they are zero tolerance bullying shit. And if you report something that, someone is making fun of you, someone is threatening you, someone's this, someone's that, Instagram and Facebook, they don't fucking play anymore, bro. They'll fucking pull shit.
Flagged?
Oh, I've been flagged a million times on Instagram. And again, I'm not even talking about anybody.
And you still get flagged.
Yeah, because Instagram doesn't like me. That's why Twitter's my new jam. So if you guys are on Twitter, YouTube, I love you guys too.
You hated Twitter.
I did. I hated Twitter because I didn't know how to use it.
Someone earlier in the chat said, I thought you say fuck Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he's on Twitter now.
I haven't. That means that person has been around for a long time, because I haven't used that there's an intro and an end-tro?
Not an outro?
Outro.
Jesus, lay off the sauce, boss.
Big shouts to the Twitter followers.
The outro. I haven't used that outro. I haven't used that intro in so long. But yeah, it's probably well over a year since I used the, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and fuck Twitter. But I like Twitter now. So
Someone just said, Robert Frank 615 sex tape. Oh no. Simply released the SBJ nudes. I'm assuming they mean MBJ.
SBJ.
They must mean...
Well, who would SBJ stand for?
I don't know.
The air conditioning is back on. Watch out. The fan's on.
I don't know what SBJ is.
Yo, for anybody that's interested in the MBJ nudes...
Oh,
God.
This
is what happens when they all drink and I'm the only sober one.
Well, this is what happens when we're down a Jimmy Triceps, who kind of brings some stability to the podcast.
For those who didn't know, I was
if Vinny was here, he'd be hammered with us.
Yo, look who you're...
Cut his mic.
Look at his face.
Cut his mic.
Did you get me for a picture?
I
can't. I don't even have a
Come on, Mike, please. I'm done.
I don't even have a comment.
I need a break.
Listen, do we have the do you want to intro his segment, Rob?
Sure. Does anyone have a pet peeve, by the way? Because I know this is Jimmy's pet peeve of the week segment.
Yeah.
Anyone? Yeah, go ahead. Pet peeve. I know your pet peeve is Jimmy Triceps.
No, I wasn't going to say him. I wasn't actually going to say him.
Okay.
I was going to say my pet peeve is anybody who misses the podcast.
Well, come on.
Listen, where is everybody?
This is real life stuff.
So
I don't have any details, but I guess tell me later. But
yeah.
In the meantime, where the fuck is everybody?
So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, I don't know what the fuck Joey Bag of Donuts does for a living, but Joey brought his laptop to the podcast. Anytime
So
we
he can
travel,
work.
Joey has his laptop and he's always working. I hope they pay Joe really well. Whatever company pays Joe, you better pay him, because this dude works 18 hours a day, 14, 16, 18. Joe, you need a break.
Dude, I like work. I like working though.
I was going to
but
say
you
you
need
need
a
a
break.
vacation,
You
but
need a
you were
break.
just in Bermuda and LA.
And he's still working,
Vegas.
but he's still working.
Yeah, I bring
Yeah.
the laptop everywhere.
Yeah, nah, it's not.
Listen, the floodgates opened up because now all the comments are send the MBJ nudes. Here's my number.
Right, that's what I gotta do. Now,
Jesus.
I gotta eat. Listen, it's either news or friendship, so I gotta pick my poison.
Oh boy.
Do you have the rear end of the week or what? You got it this
The
week?
rear end.
I do. Absolutely.
All right, so
Queued up.
we'll do this the right way. Boys and girls, children of all,
Please.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. The moment you've all
I'm
been
gonna do a
waiting
dance
for.
too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna do a dance.
Oh,
Cue the
you're
music.
live?
I'm gonna do a dance. Yeah.
All right, let me start this fucking thing over then.
Let's
Ladies
do
and
this.
gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the moment you've all been waiting for. Ray Vegas's Baddie with a fatty of the week. Yeah, Ray. Get it, Ray. Get it, Ray. Okay, who you
Damn, that
got?
was short.
Who you got?
All right, so this week, ladies and gentlemen, we have Rihanna, 31. Instagram is RAYANNA31.
Okay.
Once
say that.
again, that's
Yeah, say that.
RAYANNA31. So it should pop up as Ray of Sunshine, and she is a ray full of sunshine.
Nice.
This
Now,
guy.
do you remember the other name that you also were showing me earlier? Do you remember that name on Instagram?
No, because I can't touch my phone, and this
Yeah,
is the only one
okay.
that I
Okay, it's all
But
good.
big shouts to the woman that I was looking at, and I will shout you out personally. This woman was shot in the back of her head, execution style, and she survived it. There's
Yeah,
more
it's
that
a true
goes into
story.
it, but it's like a true story, and it kind of touched me.
Where did it touch you? Go ahead.
I was looking at a photo of her recovering from 5 years ago where she was shot, and I was like, damn, like it really touched home, but she kind of she was outdone this week, so I had to pick Rihanna as the baddie with a fatty.
Okay.
But for the lady that I'm speaking of, I will definitely shoot you a personal message because you were inspirational to me as someone who was just like, you know what, this happened to me, and I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm going to keep going on with my life, and she's doing big things, so big shout.
Yeah, she actually looks really good.
And she
Ray
looks
showed
awesome,
the first
too.
picture
And
Ray
she's
showed me of her was like probably right after she
was
had
in
like
the hospital,
surgery
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. And I'm like, dude, you can't pick her as a bad. He goes, dude, this is an old picture. Wait, and then he showed me the next one. I'm like, wow, like that's really impressive. Probably a million surgeries and a lot of working out, a lot of time in the gym, and yeah, she definitely looks good. So Ray will give her a personal shout out. I think now we're probably like 7 weeks now where we have not gotten a baddie with a fatty to contact one of the bros.
And it's funny because a couple of the bros actually sent the baddies, and they screenshotted me on the comments.
Oh,
said,
that they're
"Hey."
sending it to her?
But
They're
you know
probably
what?
like, yo,
If these
fuck this
ladies
tank top.
are not listeners, followers, or supporters, then
Yeah, that's their fault.
I'm sucking up the deuces.
Yeah, that's their fault.
Breezy.
We're at about 55 minutes. I do want to read
Okay.
one more comment.
Go ahead.
Someone, Simply Deep 1985,
Okay.
says, and this is all around funny, so no one get offended by it, specifically Ray. Joey seems like the type of dude that if a chick puts him in an embarrassing moment, Robert and whoever the black guy
Go ahead.
would clown him and Joey would joke with them. Now, I'm going to defend myself here.
Joey don't play games.
I'm professional on the air or anything with Rob because I need to be, but do not test me.
Joey's probably the biggest thug in the
I
whole crew.
I will say some things, but you know, it has to be. First, all I'll say is no, that would never happen ever. But anyway,
Joey is the type of dude that eats alphabet soup and chokes on food.
I'm drinking next podcast
All
because
right.
I can't be the sober one. I can't do it
but
anymore.
Joe, ladies and gentlemen, listen. You can take Joe's demeanor as you want, but Joe's the type of dude that will low-key smack the fire out of you. So don't ever disrespect him or Rob or anybody in the crew, because Joey be the type of dude that will look at you, be like, hey, how you doing? And then smack the fire out of you.
Yeah, especially if I don't want to say especially if you're a woman because I'm not. Well, the comment was directed if some female was doing that to me. I mean, I'm not going to hit a woman obviously, but I'm not quiet. I'm not going to sit there and just let somebody make fun of me. No
No,
way.
never. Not you.
So I'm going
Joey's
through
got a
some
big
of
mouth.
I'm going through some of the comments on the Gainz video on Instagram, and this one dude's it always makes me laugh when people say this, but he goes, "I swear to God, this NIGGA need a rap career because he be spitting bars in every video he makes."
Yo, big shout to
I love when people
big shouts to
say
Tech and Still, Smith and Wesson,
Yeah.
Helter Skelter.
yeah
Big shouts to
Black
Necro,
Moon.
Black Moon,
Cage.
and all of the black and influential Caucasian rappers
Oh, yeah.
that Rob listened to in the 90s.
Yeah, mid 90s were my jam, man. Early to mid 90s, I really haven't listened since. I mean, I'll catch some. Oh, you know what I want to ask you? I've been listening to Hot 97, which is a New York radio station that plays hip hop, rap, R&B.
Funk Master Flex.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Wait, is that his name?
Yeah,
The main DJ?
Funk Master
Okay.
Flex, yeah, dude.
So-
He's been around forever.
All right, so check this out. There is a song, and it's female vocals. I think it's a female. It could be a guy with a very high pitched voice. And at the end of the song, it's like they're singing reggae. It's like almost like reggae. And I'm trying to find the song because I know they played on Hot 97, and I've caught it at the tail end of the song.
Shazam, motherfucker.
Dude, and, yeah, but I don't have that. I could almost swear that like the reggae lyrics, they're saying like 5-4, 5-8, 5-2, like they're saying numbers at the end, but it's like reggae. And I need to know the name of the song because I really, really like it. It's got like a really cool beat, and I know nobody fucking.
I'm
knows what
gonna,
I'm
when we
talking
get
about.
off here, I'm gonna go on Hot 97's playlist.
I did go on there,
You did.
and I looked at the last 30 songs, and I sat in the grocery store parking lot for an hour, going from Hot 97, copying, pasting, going to YouTube, plugging it in, because it doesn't let you play the song on Hot 97. It lets you buy it, but it doesn't let you play it.
But it
So I was
shows you
just-
their last songs played.
Yeah, it shows you the last songs played, and I went back and I knew about the time that I was in the car, and it wasn't the song. Like, dude, it's really fucking weird. But there's a song, and I believe it's female reggae lyrics. And if you guys know the answer to this, send me a DM on Instagram and start your DM with podcast song, so I know to fucking open it. Because if you know the song I'm talking about, and it's like 5-2, 5-4, 5.
I feel like Cardi
It's
didn't
like
Cardi
talking
B
about Cardi B or Fetty
or
Wap.
No, but it's
Tekashi
not-
6ix9ine. I feel like all of them recently came out with like reggae type
Tekashi and
songs.
Nicki.
It's
It could
not,
be that too.
It's not that.
I have no idea.
Whatever. Anyways, are we good here? You got any closing moments? I know this was the most unorganized podcast.
I
ever.
just want to say
Try.
to those people who listened to this episode, thank you for bearing with us because this was mostly a test of the live cameras to see if audio was going to work, if the video was going to work, how it works simultaneously. We're missing some of the equipment, the stands especially for all 4 cameras. So thanks for bearing with us on this episode, and it was mostly a test, and I am the only sober person here as well.
That is
And,
true.
and also, for any, I received probably a total of I want to say 17 DMs of folks who
17? That's
17, yeah,
weird
exact numbers of folks who are requesting Jimmy Triceps T-shirts that say something like "Confess Your Love" or "Jacked Man" T-shirts. So if this is something that you folks are interested in, listen, you got to speak to the white man. You gotta
Wait, why you gotta
the
speak
white
to
man.
me? Come out with your own fucking birds,
listen,
man.
bro, listen. You got to speak to the plug, do the plug walk, speak to Rob, DM Rob and say, hey, we're looking for whatever tank tops, t-shirts, whatever. So
Why doesn't he just, I mean, we could talk to him obviously, but why doesn't he just go through the same supplier and get all the products himself? I mean, because you can't really.
that there's a request for
Yeah, but I mean, because
Confess
you
Your
can't
Love
you can't really
shirts
order
and
like 2
jackets.
shirts. You'd have to
Yeah,
order a
that's-
bulk.
I'm letting the white man know.
Well, here's the thing, and just so everyone out there knows, because there are people that assume that because you have like a following on social media or anything, like it always equals money. Here's the thing.
Everything costs money.
I did not start my merch line, and there was demand for it. Trust me, there was demand. People were like, "Yo, when are you coming out with shirts? When are you doing this? When are you doing that?" I didn't start an apparel line, which had like 3 shirts at the time, until I hit 50,000 followers. 50,000. Not 5, not 10, not 15. Because you can expect that. What's the numbers, Joe? Like 0.1%.
1/10 of 1%.
What 0.1/10 of 1%?
No, not
of,
0.1.
1/10.
Stop drinking, bro. Just let me say it.
1/10 of 1%.
Yeah, 1/10 of 1%.
Of your following will buy something off of you. Whether it's supplements, T-shirts, you're selling remote control cars, whatever the fuck you're selling, they will buy off you.
And people learn this the hard way because I know someone who's basically like part of my family who tried kicking this off, had a decent following, and
How many did he have though?
like 10,000-ish.
Yeah, that's
And
still
I don't know. 50,000 honestly is not
Still
enough.
No, not anymore.
It's
big shouts
just
to everybody that supports the Robert Frank 615 brand. Big shouts because you guys, it allows us to be here. So myself, the Pody, Joey Bags, like we do this because we enjoy it. We love it. You guys want it, so we do it. We don't get paid for it. Like it's just something
the
that
podcast is not the only thing the podcast has is a money spender. It's not we spent the money to get the equipment.
in time.
It's like, you know, we have to buy little things here and there, $100 here, $100 there for like different wires or equipment or stands or anything like that. But now all it really is costing us is time. And all of the bros, I mean, I fucking live here, so this is my house, but the Pody, Joey, Vinny, Jimmy, Ray, any guests that we have on, they're taking time out of their day to come over and, you know, do this because you guys enjoy it. So shout out to everyone.
We appreciate you guys tuning in every week, listening. So that's why at the beginning of the podcast, we gave a super shout out to the one sponsor that we have for like $50. What do you call it?
So he left a super chat.
So big shout to the gentleman that left the super chat because you know what? It helps us get new equipment.
Henry Bankshaft, aka
big shout, Henry.
Shaw, CHAW.
Big shouts to Henry, but I've actually talked to Rob and a couple of the bros about doing a podcast in a special location. That'd be dope. So this is something, if you guys are interested in this podcast and how it went, I would love to be able to bring it to you in a new location that is, you know, a little bit scenic. So if you guys want to see something a little bit different from us and the guys here at the crew.
Where was that? Where are we supposed to be doing that?
Big. The first word is big.
The location.
Oh,
So
okay,
if you guys want to see us in like an actual studio location with like background and
yeah, but it's loud there.
No, not for the podcast because we have special access.
Oh.
So if you guys would like to see the podcast live in different locations, definitely let us know, and we'll see about bringing it to you guys.
Yeah, let's. Once we get this whole mic situation handled with the cameras, I think then we're gonna start to have the option to do like somewhere as a location for here and there. But we just had to get this thing set up.
Woo, woo, woo.
As we wrap up, Tony Gonzalez Funes, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Thank God Joey's Robert's manager. You are correct. Thank God is right.
Joe, listen, big shouts to Joe. He does a lot.
Yeah. I'm just a puppet. I got a DM from some guy today that has a network of 25 million followers, and he I was like, listen,
25 million?
25 million. Yeah, he's got like a Facebook page that has like 2 or 3 million, and he's got other pages that have 15 million, 10 million here, 15 million here, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it all equals like 25 million followers, and he wants to do some work with us, and I told him, I said, listen, email Joey because I'm just a puppet. I don't know shit. But.
You don't say that because most people don't know shit in terms of like on a business end. Okay, most people aren't going to know how to start up a lot of these things. But you are and I tell you all the time because you surprise me every time when you send me a video. Because we might come up with ideas for the videos, but you're writing the scripts for the most viewed videos, which are the rage videos. And you come up with some really clever stuff. And I always tell you, you don't get enough credit for how smart you are because you look like a big fucking dummy.
But I'm made up of white paint and trembolone acetate.
Yeah, like that's.
And I'll feed off your skin and dance to your pulse rate.
See, look at this guy, Eminem.
No credit.
But he's He's very intelligent when it comes to coming up with creative content.
Don't you read my comments?
Wait, what is that?
People's.
Oh.
Stop it.
Dude, I thought you're showing me. I forgot your phone is
No,
right there.
yes.
Okay, anyway.
So,
Good night, everybody.
My spot. Rob sends dick pics to randoms.
Yeah, only on Wednesdays. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for
verified.
listening to another episode of the Glorious House of Gainz podcast. For Ray Vegas, Ray Worldwide,
Yes,
for
sir.
the Pody, for Joey Bag of Donuts, and myself, this is the Glorious House of Gainz podcast. We are signing out.
Yeah!